I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And Kevin, they overcame a very poor shooting night to win that game. You know, you're not going to be able to win very often with a percentage as low as theirs.
Yeah, no beauty or style points in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed to.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Fry. From the high post, he drills it. Fry's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
That's checked in for Peyton. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. 5th on the list, Amari Stoudemire.
He's so reliable offensively. I mean, it's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish them when you get them. He always seems to do that.
Shot's good. The Magic trail by 5.
Amari Stoudemire still an efficient scorer attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Calderon with it. Out guarded by Wood. Now the pass to Shumpert. Back to Anthony. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And D'Alembert kicks to Anthony. No good from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And Shumpert kicks to Stoudemire. Shumpert passes to Calderon. And here's the break. No good from Wood. For New York, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Back to Calderon. 6 to shoot. Outside jumper. Launches it. The shot is off. Nice D from Wood. The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Fry. Evan Fournier comes in for Harris. And Gordon subbed in for Victor Oladipo. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Smith checked in for D'Alembert. Smith comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Shumpert. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jose Calderon.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Magic trail by 5. Here's Wood. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Stolen away. Finish off the break. Chance got 5.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Screen by Smith. Prigioni dishes to Smith. He kicks to Prigioni. Runner in the lane. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wood. Puts up a 3. That's good. Chance got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Magic. New York's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. Hardaway passes to Smith. 6 to shoot. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And another. Once again, shot good from Wood. Chance got 10. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Orlando?
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. The New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team value skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
The Magic shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. And the basket by Gordon.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Wood. Hammers it home. The polish off the break. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Anthony. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Vucevic's screen on Smith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando out in front, leading by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, I'll tell you what, I like what I've seen from this club defensively. They're forcing a lot of turnovers with their quick hands.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. Champ comes in for Gordon. And it's Payton in for Luke Ridnour. And a new group in for the Knicks. Stoudemire's checked in for Smith. Iman Shumpert has come in for Smith. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Calderon in for Larkin. On the court for the Knicks, Shumpert and Anthony are at the forward slots. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Calderon. And it's Stoudemire in at the center position. Here's Prigioni. He has 5. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher going straight from his playing to his new job as the Knicks head coach. He brushed aside questions about his lack of experience, saying, basketball is a game that I'm experienced in playing, understanding, leading in, and helping achieve the greatest gift in the world as an athlete, and that's being a champion. Not bad, guys.
No lack of confidence. He understands winning, Doris. Thanks.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Gordon kicks to Payton. Shot's good.
Well, they've got a big edge now when you look at the fast break points, guys.
It hasn't helped put them in front, Steve, but they need to keep playing that rapid-fire basketball. That's their style.
Here's Prigioni. Orlando grabs the miss. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And what caused them to lose that last matchup was the mistakes. I mean, they just committed too many turnovers, and they were sloppy with the ball, and that's why they lost.
Wood passes to Payton. 6 to shoot. That misses off the backboard. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Prigioni. Kicks it to Calderon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Calderon's got 14 points.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Prigioni. He's guarded by Wood. Feeds it to Calderon. There's the dish to Prigioni. Here's Stoudemire. That's good. Stoudemire's got 6 points.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
You talk, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, especially when you pair him with good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
Dishes it to Shumpert. To the left side wing. Calderon kicks to Anthony. And again, it's New York.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Payton passes to Wood. The three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Champ's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
There's a good screen. Anthony dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Anthony's got 9.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter, after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Wood. And Orlando again with the bucket. 26 seconds left now here in the second. And Prigioni kicks to Shumpert. He dishes it to Calderon. Anthony sets the pick for Calderon. Back to Shumpert. Pass to Prigioni. Three-pointer. And it's Calderon that time on the assist by Prigioni. Calderon's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York. Here's Payton. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Knicks lead by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
Well, it's been a high-pressure game, both in transition and in half-court sets. But we'll fix it, though. We just need to play a little more steady and make our passes with a little more care.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. Right off the bat, in the third quarter, I want to see us take the ball hard to the hoop and keep taking it hard to the hoop. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
What a game we've seen here for Champ. He's got 24 points, and he's pickpocketed the ball 5 times. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for Channing Frye. Ben Gordon's checked in for Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. And then for New York, J.R. Smith's checked in for Dallenberg. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Shumpert, and Shane Larkin subbed in.